Today I want to talk to you about full throttle before apex and what would I mean with that. As we approach the first corner of Paul Ricard, always braking at the 100-meter board just behind that curb. And what I mean with full throttle before apex, as you can see, I'm already full throttle before the apex. Now when we go to the popometer tool, I compared it with my old personal best. As we can go to turn 1, with my old personal best, old setup, I'm slightly behind the apex full throttle, and when I take that line off, you can see how much earlier I am on the throttle and how I gain almost a tenth alone on that corner. And then we will go to turn 6 and 7. I already saw that I have a much more aggressive line through here, much more to the left, which creates, of course, a better angle towards the straight. You want to carry as much speed onto the straight as possible, so you could gain a lot of time. Again, go to the right, full throttle before apex, and on the next corner you will see that I'm coasting later and I'm earlier on the throttle than my old personal best. As we can go to the popometer tool, my line is much more to the left than my old line. As you can see, earlier on the throttle, coasting later, and early on the throttle before turn 7, which gains me like a tenth and a half. And now we're going on to the straight, short shifting into third to not lose any traction and to gain as much momentum onto the straight. I want to talk to you about the optimum shift points for the M4 in this game. From second to third, the optimum, if you don't short shift, is 145 kilometers an hour. Third to fourth gear is 175. From fourth to fifth gear is 215 kilometers an hour. And from 5 to 6 gear, it's 257 kilometers an hour. Now why are you gaining time by shifting at the optimum points? The M4 and the M6. The high RPM is where the power of the car lies, and that's why you always need to shift as close to the rev as possible. Now on to the next turn. As you will see in a second as we compare the lines again, I'm later coasting. I'm only coasting here, and I'm earlier on the throttle again than my old personal best, and gaining half a tenth again. As you can see, a lot of coasting on my old setup, old personal best, and when I show off the line, carrying more speed. Only here I'm coasting, and way earlier, a bit earlier on the throttle. Now in the next corner I didn't gain that much, but as you can see in turn 10, which we will go to now, always brake tapping to get the car rotating and in the nose to the right direction. With this setup I have a much more aggressive line, way better angle, in which I will carry more speed until this small section. And this is how I gained half a second on Paul Ricard. I will end this video with the popometer commercial and with the hot lap, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye!
Over the last couple of months, we've been developing our own telemetry software around ACC. It's called popometer.io, and it's geared towards everyone who seriously wants to improve their driving and lap times. We are working together with a lot of professional esports players and engineers on the game of ACC who are creating data packs that always includes a setup and telemetry data. This telemetry data then is visualized on our platform and very easy to access. You pretty much don't need to do anything. It's much easier than Motec, for example. And you can view side by side what the inputs are that you do and what the inputs are of a professional esports driver. Additionally, we have found a way to visualize the line, which makes it really easy to compare where you're placing the car and eventually where you are losing the time. So if you're a very determined sim racer who wants to improve their lap times, probably worth checking out popometer.io and give it a go.